Drinking and pizza in this town. This town's insane.
So have you lived here for a long time?
25 years, and it's just, people are just out of control here. Out of control.
And so what has been the biggest difference in the change?
Well, Manhattan, it's all listen, we're 5 minutes from each other, and for some reason you can just get a certain kind of person living here. Not in general, not everyone, but there's very little creativity in this town.
Okay.
And God forbid, even if you stand out like a sore thumb, I've had trouble with the police. Like, you cannot even believe. It's just, and then other residents in my building, we've had, and I call Trenton. I'm getting into other subjects right now. I'm venting.
So you say that in 25 years there's no creativity left in the town. It's just beer and pizza and wings, right?
It's horrible, and people scream. Unfortunately, this town attracts a lot of the lowest of the low quality.
So it's interesting because I feel like having the university here too, being right next to New York.
That's a science and engineering school, so they're like brighter than what's actually living here. But I can't say that about everyone. Okay. It's just there's a certain amount that comes into this town during the St. Patrick's Day stuff and the Santa stuff, the Santa Claus stuff. It's just, first of all, why would you even want to waste your time and put on an outfit and go out and, I don't understand the mentality of that.
I've done it once in this town too.
Never do it again.
Never do it again.
Yeah.
You wait 25 minutes just to get in the bar and talk to your friends.
What a waste of time.
Anyway.
You could be doing things there's so much in life to love and be passionate for.
So that's one of the other questions I really like to ask.
I got in love with the birds because I've had it with people.
How long have you been feeding the birds out here?
I've been doing this for 2 years. I also work in the city, so in Union Square, and I've been on a few TV shows, and I also work with the Wild Bird Fund on the Upper West Side.
So what got you into the birds in the first place?
I've always been curious, and there was a guy in Union Square that was feeding the birds. I'm going to throw this over to they love their food. And it's baby bananas from Trader Joe's. Pure, these are delicious.
These seagulls are eating better than I do.
Yeah, they eat very well, and I gave them tilapia. They got tilapia.
Yeah, I see that there's some tinfoil over there with the fish out there.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's nice because they love me, but they hate all the humans.
Yeah, no
Because
kidding.
humans are out of control. Anyway, you talk to me, you're going to get a load of information.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
I know,
so
but
if you had advice for people, right, who are living in the city,
there's so much to do, and no one wants. The thing is, when I was because I'm a graduate of Parsons, fashion design, but I've always had an interest in the best quality of everything. Yeah. And for some reason, it's like the Italians and the French are like that too. They're very quality oriented, and for some reason, America is like mass produced. Listen, I'm not saying not everyone can be creative. I'm a lefty, and my brain works different than the righty. So that's factual. But
how so? Can you walk me through
it is because your brain works different. Your brain works on the opposite side, and when you're a lefty, you have a tendency to be more creative. And I've noticed every lefty is super creative versus a person who's a righty, and that's not really generalized. That's actually because I went to Parsons, and you kind of notice those things. And secretly, I'd always watch the righties versus the lefties, and I was one of the illustrative. Like, I'm a huge illustrator. So
what do you illustrate?
Everything has to be aesthetically beautiful, line quality, and I learned that when I went to Parsons. And unfortunately, all those teachers have passed. So it's really sad. I don't know if they're still doing it at the school. But, Parsons was really the school of quality. And at least here in the U.S., unless you have to go to London to Royal College of Art for fashion design, or you have to go to Paris. But that's always been me. That's always it's the way my brain works.
The way your brain works.
It's the best. I have to have the best of everything.
So for a let's say a right brain person, obviously it's not going to be an overnight change. What kind of steps do you say to increase creativity?
Well, I think people just need to for me, I have to learn something new every day. So with me, anything I get involved with is just going to help me be better in terms of quality. Life for me is about quality every day. But and I'm not getting so much into this, but you know, it's just not that I look down on people, but I figure every day for me is artwork. So you may not think I'm in grade today, but the thing is, I don't know how long I'm going to be on the earth for.
Yeah.
So for me, every day has to be beautiful and special. And I hate the rainy, crappy days because I'm like, well, now I can't get dressed. So
you and I share that too. I like to wear a lot of neutral colors.
You're wearing your color. You're working it, so that's good.
Exactly.
And it's not about being gay or anything. It's just having a quality-oriented mind. So everything should be, because you're here once, I think. You could come back as a bird. I don't know. My little babies want food. They're hungry. They're sweethearts. And I just got into the birds because, again, a guy in Union Square, so I'm feeding them one day. I'm like, when I have time, I'm going to do this. So 2 summers ago, in the spring it was, I started doing it, and that was it. I was addicted.
Yeah.
And I have a friend in Union Square, the pigeon lady. I don't even know. She's on everything too. She's awesome because she's a good friend of mine.
So can you walk me through that first time you fed the birds? What was it like?
It was like
must have been euphoric.
And like it was like incredible. They're like precious and adorable, and all the information people have about them is wrong. So I'm like, well, all you have to do is Google the information, and then it'll give you correct information. Everyone's like, they're dirty. I'm like, and then it's all the losers who are saying this to me. Yeah. They're going to challenge and have a fight with me. It's just unreal. But no, I mean, they're clean. They're so clean. I kiss them. They're super clean birds.
Yeah, I can see them
they
landing on your hat here, and you have no problem with
it. The birds smell really good in general. There's no bad smelling bird. Okay. So and then there was a show on Nova. They did Bird Brain. It was called Bird Brain. Pull it up on your phone, and you'll see that show was fantastic. They need to do another show on birds because it's about the crow and the parrots and really other birds.
They have immaculate intelligence.
Oh my God! It's the pigeons are just incredible, and their eyesight alone. Our eyesight sucks because their sight has like 4 times, 5 times, 6 times the amount of cells as a human eye, and they can see from here. They can see all the way over there easily.
So what would you say?
See in detail.
What would you say to some of the people that are my age who think that birds are completely fake and that they're
they
think they're fake and that they're robots?
They're misinformed. What? Oh, that's a new one. I've never heard of that.
Right?
Well, let me get some food for them. Well, anyway, hold on to that. Because they're waiting patiently. They're waiting for mommy. So I'm the mom. But the thing is, once you do this, you do become part of the flock. The only thing is I can't fly away with them, and I'd love to. Trust me, I'd love to.
So how often are you here? Every day? Once a week?
Every day. Every day. And I try to get to Union Square once it's gotten warmer. I'm over there. Okay. But one bird,
that's fine.
One bird, the bird pecked me in the eye the other day, and so I just came home.
I was just gonna ask too. I see.
You have to wear everything.
That's what I was gonna say. You got the gloves, the hat. I'm kind of afraid that one's gonna maybe poop on me a little bit here.
No,
but
they only see these birds don't poop on me because you're part of the flock, so they're not gonna poop on you. And I feed them, so sometimes they'll make a little mistake, but it's by accident.
What kind of mistakes do
they'll have a little poopy, like they'll poop up here, but they don't poop on me. They're really good. And then it's water-based poop, so it cleans very easily.
Okay.
So I'm never afraid. It's just a little annoying. I always carry wet ones with me, so I want to make sure there's nothing.
I'm just so impressed with what you got going. Is there a certain time that you do this and they know to come, or do they just see you walking up?
But if I come late, sometimes I get here late in the day too, which is not good. But because I just get held up at home, and getting out of the house too late is really bad. But no, once you start doing it, it becomes routine with them. Okay. It's part of their routine. And this is just a supplement. It's very bad in the winter because I dealt with this last winter with these guys, and they were just totally malnourished, and there was a big huge male bird, and he was limping, and I only saw him 2 or 3 times. I never saw him again. So you wonder if he got taken by a falcon or a hawk, or he died, or it was really sad because the bird was just massive. And then I saw a big massive brown one that was freaking gorgeous. It was over here. I saw him one time. Huge. They're like the leaders of the flock. They're massive.
So you're saying that you're kind of part of the flock and you try to get into Union City.
Yeah.
Do you say, would you think that some of the birds in Union City can recognize you as well? Union Square. Sorry, not Union City.
Yeah, because Union Square is that big center. There's so much going on there. Yes.
Oh, here they come.
Yeah. First of all, peanuts are the #1 favorite. They go crazy over peanuts.
So how have you tested all
look,
this?
You can see the seagull close up. Take a look. You can see him close up. Come on, baby. It's all right. Come on.
So how have you determined that peanuts are the favorite?
Oh my God! The seagulls scream for them. See, they go crazy.
Yeah.
They won't scream. They can scream over these and the bananas. Baby bananas. That's their favorite. They don't even scream over the fish. They just want their. Well, when I eat these, are addicted. I could easily eat bags of this.
Oh yeah.
And I used to.
And so what else do they like? You said there's tilapia. You said you got the bananas.
I give them whitefish because it's close to herring.
Okay.
So, let's see what else. I give them the dried fruit from Trader Joe's. It has to be pure dried fruit. Can't have anything in it. So that's what I give them. I also give them, what else do I give them? Last year I gave them zucchini noodles with fish, and they ate that, but not so much this year. This group doesn't really like the zucchini noodles. The thing is, you just have to keep trying. It's not that you quit doing it. It's just that you have to keep trying with birds, and they have to learn to like it.
Would you say that you've gotten to the point now that you might be able to recognize some birds over others, or are they all just kind of one big group?
I do have birds names for some of the pigeons, not all of them, because the standard ones look alike, and the ones in the city have specific names because they're just they're so beautiful and special. And the thing is, the pigeons make fantastic pets. So if you ever want to consider adopting one, they're just so, and they watch TV, you can toilet train them. Okay. That's how smart they are. You can toilet train them.
Really?
Yeah, give them a little spot to go poop, pee.
So if you had to make a pitch for people that, adopt a pigeon.
They're better pets than any other animal, and they're always in need, because I know Wild Bird Fund, the ones that heal, they can't go out in the wild, always need homes.
So I'm seeing this, and I would say, like, they might not need to be pets, because you can't just let some stray dogs out in the city, they'll get kidnapped or killed or something. But, a pigeon and the seagulls, they kind of fend perfectly for themselves. It might not need to be a pet.
Well, the seagulls can't be pets, and the pigeons can be, and then they recognize themselves in a mirror. Watching them, like I've had them home at my house overnight before I take them over to the bird fund. And they look at themselves in the mirror because they've never seen themselves. And they recognize themselves? Yeah, they do. They're so intelligent.
So why can't seagulls be a pet?
Seagull, because they'll rip your head off.
Really? Are they that mean?
Birds are temperamental. They can be your sweet baby 1 second, and then the next second they can get really angry. And they hold grudges. Birds hold grudges.
Really?
Yes, they do.
How so? How have you recognized that they hold grudges?
Yeah, they hold grudges. If you do something they don't like it, they'll come and they'll peck you. So.
That's not good.
But no, the seagulls are really good. They have never pooped on me. These guys are precious. Yeah, but the birds do hold grudges.
This is incredible. I never would have thought I could get to the pigeon.
It's such an education. I know people would just, first of all, you should learn something. I would say learn something new every day, because life is so interesting with people. You just have these stupid people that are just so ignorant and so belligerent. But anyway, I won't get into that. Let me not get into the negativity right now. You've never been that close to a seagull before.
Never been that close to a seagull. Could you mind if I try to feed him?
Sure.
Get some peanuts over here?
You may not, because he doesn't know you.
Here, let's just do, let's see if I can get this.
He turns away.
Here we go.
You'll get one. Just hold your hand there.
There we go. Check it out, guys. Learning something new every day. There we go. Well, this has been so fun. And you do this every day. Hopefully I can come see you another time.
Yeah. I just wanted to, like the birds, 3 of my birds with names that went off, so yeah, they're like always in a rush.
Do you have a favorite?
Because it's the flock. There's a few that I'm just in love with. I just want to bring, I ask them every day, if you want to come home with mommy today? Yeah, because I would love to take them home.
So have you ever tried to like pick one up and bring it home?
Well, there was one I had in November. I wanted to keep it, so I'm going to be getting medications for the birds. Okay. So I can, and then I have to be able to diagnose illnesses. There's a website, Pigeons.biz. Okay. If you want to check that out, they help people with ill birds, birds that they catch, and birds with diseases, and people come on and tell them what medications to get.
How pretty that one is.
I know, they're so gorgeous. And the plumage is just incredible, even though they're very neutral. Yeah. You know, you get some of them that just have gorgeous plumage.
It's got to be freezing in the winter though when you're out here. Do you see? Are they not out
I've been
much
out here.
in the winter?
Oh God, of course they are. Yeah, because they don't hibernate. Okay. Sure, but they have. These birds have 10,000 feathers on their bodies.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of feathers. And the seagulls are just regal. They're just regal birds with those long, skinny legs. I mean, they're so gorgeous.
Yeah, I feel like
faces are amazing.
like the birds get a really bad rap around here because they're seen as like vermin.
They're just stupid. They're not vermin. They're just incredible. You need biodiversity.
Yeah.
And the mayor, he really needs to say something about it because people are just when I see a dead pigeon on the road, I'm just sick about it. Yeah. It's horrible because I'm like, you destroyed a super intelligent bird.
So last question, and I'll let you get on because I don't want to take up too much of your time here. But if people could, if they could change one thing and learn something a little bit more,
something new.
But like about birds, right?
I always tell people, learn something that you're so far distanced from, and then you've learned something new for the day, and it's going to make you think differently and process differently, So that's important. The problem is when you deal with dumb people, you have to talk down to them, and I hate that. Yeah. And there's been too much of that. Okay. Luckily you came along, and I can talk to you in an intelligent manner. But every adult needs to be like this. And it's not about any race relation or anything. It's just being like educated and smart.
And open-minded, right?
See, this one's kissing me right now.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know, and they peck my nose. My nose is.
I was gonna say, I could see there's a little bit of roughness on the nose. Do they think it's a peanut or what?
They went crazy. No, they kiss me, and they try to find a safe spot. But I always prefer them to kiss me on the mouth. Okay. Because it's better. But the pigeons, you think they're filthy, but they're so clean. Yeah, I'm just dying to. And I had one at my house, and he took a bath with me. Yeah. And that's a bird who's a wild bird who was in the bath.
You had a bird, so did you take it home or you leave a window open or something?
No, I would love to do that. But the one in November, we took a little bath. It was in the bathtub with me, and just and they're looking all around because they've never been indoors before. And then you have to show them the roof because they can't
comprehend it.
They can't. Well, they can't. Here they fly, but you have to show them the roof so they don't. They don't understand a roof. They've never been indoors.
There's never been a roof for
exactly.
Yeah.
So you have to point all that stuff out to them. But anyway.
And if you want to come up with a fake name, I know I don't really want to include your face here.
You can use
what's
Joy.
your name? Joy?
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Joy, for all of this. This has been, exactly like what you say. I like to learn a new thing.
Feeding them. So